Okay, let's talk about political activism. Now, before you switch the channel, thinking it's all boring speeches and angry protests, hold on. There's more to it than meets the eye. Political activism is simply about making your voice heard on things that matter. It's about standing up for what you believe in and taking action. It's about shaping the world you want to live in. Whether it's through community projects or environmental cleanups, every action counts, but like that weird smell in your fridge, there are some myths about activism that need to be cleared out. These misconceptions can be quite pervasive. These myths? They're like those annoying pop-up ads on the internet, persistent and totally misleading. They create barriers that shouldn't exist. They stop people from engaging in something incredibly powerful, making their voices heard and creating real change. This is a loss for everyone. We've all heard them. It doesn't make a difference. Or, it's only for certain types of people. These are just excuses that hold us back. Well, we're here to bust those myths wide open. It's time to challenge these false beliefs and see the truth. Because here's the truth. Believing these myths has real-world consequences. It affects our society and our future. It leads to apathy, to people feeling powerless, and ultimately, to accepting the status quo, even when it's not working. This is something we can change. So let's dive in, debunk these myths, and unlock the potential of real, impactful political activism. Together, we can make a difference. Section 2. Mythbusters, Taking Down Activism Tall Tales. First up, the myth of futility. My voice doesn't matter. Nothing ever changes. Wrong. History is packed with examples of ordinary folks making a huge difference. Think about the civil rights movement in the US. People marched, sat in, and raised their voices. The result? Segregation outlawed. Change didn't happen overnight, and it wasn't easy. But it happened because people participated. Next myth. Activism is for hippies, or it's too political for me. Nonsense. Activism comes in all shapes and sizes. Whether you're passionate about climate change, animal rights, or education reform, there's a place for you. Ever signed an online petition? That's activism. Donated to a cause you care about? Activism strikes again. It's about finding what moves you and taking action. Finally, the myth of the expert. I'm not a politician or expert, so my opinion doesn't count. False. Politicians are supposed to represent you. How can they do that if they don't know what you think? Your voice, your experiences, your concerns, they all matter. Don't underestimate the power of a phone call to your representative, a letter to the editor, or simply talking to your friends and family about the issues. Section 3. The Activist's Toolkit. Your voice, your power. The beauty of activism is that it can be as simple or as involved as you choose. You can start by staying informed about the issues you care about. Read articles, listen to podcasts, follow activists and organizations online. Then, find your way to speak up. Contact your elected officials, join a protest or demonstration, support organizations doing work you believe in, or use your social media platform to spread awareness. Every action, no matter how small it may seem, contributes to the larger movement for change. Section 4. History's Chorus. When people made a difference. Let's rewind the clock and revisit some pivotal moments. The fight for women's suffrage? It was a monumental struggle. Years of relentless activism, from marches to hunger strikes, finally led to women winning the right to vote. The movement against apartheid in South Africa? It was a global effort. International pressure and widespread activism helped bring down a brutal system of racial segregation. And remember the fight for marriage equality? It was a battle for love and recognition. People spoke up, shared their personal stories, and changed hearts and minds across the world. These are just a few examples of how everyday people, by raising their voices and taking action, have changed the course of history. It's proof that activism is not a spectator sport. It requires active participation, unwavering dedication, and the belief that change is possible. Section 5. Today's anthem, your turn to change the tune. Today, we face new challenges. Climate change, economic inequality, social injustice. These are not just buzzwords. They are real issues affecting real lives. These issues might seem overwhelming, but guess what? You have the power to make a difference. There are people just like you who are fighting for a better future. They are not superheroes. They are ordinary people with extraordinary determination. They're organizing online, rallying in the streets, and demanding change. They are using every tool at their disposal to make their voices heard. And they need your help. Your voice, your actions, your passion can amplify their efforts. The fight for a more just and equitable world is a relay race. Each of us has a role to play. Every generation carries the torch forward, and now it's our turn. We must rise to the occasion. We cannot afford to be bystanders. The time for passive observation is over. We must become the change makers, the history writers, the ones who refuse to accept the status quo. Together, we can create a better world. Section 6. Get up, stand up, your call to action. So the next time you hear someone say, "What's the point?" or "I'm just one person," remember this. You are not powerless. Your voice matters. Your actions have ripple effects. Embrace your potential to create change. Find what you're passionate about. Get informed and get involved. There's a world out there that needs your voice, your energy, your activism. Let's make some noise.